Hi, and welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about a link that I was sent to in my email to a video, and it's a video from Pastor Lindsey Willams. He years ago worked on a pipeline when they were building a pipeline in Canada. At that time, he became the chaplain for the men who worked on the pipeline, and he got to know some of the elite who were in charge of this, building this pipeline. And he made some friends, and those friends over the years told him what the elite were up to, what their next moves would be. And these are the men who basically, and women possibly, who control the world. They have such influence and power that they really can make major things happen. They can topple governments. They can do all kinds of things. I've been waiting for a couple of years. There's been nothing from Pastor Lindsey Willams. I stayed on his email list, and finally something came through. And that was just a few days ago. 4 things he wanted to say about what the elite are up to. One of the things that he said they were up to was they actually brought about this COVID-19 and released it. And it was a test run to see how Christians in particular, people in general, but Christians in particular, would respond to being controlled and told what to do, wearing masks, where you can go, gatherings, basically your rights and freedoms, democratic rights and freedoms to associate, your freedom of speech, all of that. They wanted to see how people would react. And so that was the first thing that he talked about. And then he talked about another pandemic that's in the works that they are planning on releasing. I don't know. I don't think he said when they were going to release it, but we're not escaping this thing anytime soon. The third thing was the cold. I don't know if you've heard of a program called HARP. It's apparently a weather control program. Now, they can't create weather out of nothing, but if they find weather somewhere, they can move it. So if there was cold weather up north, they can move it south. And that is what they are planning. They want to destroy the crops. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's a part of that Agenda 21, which is now Agenda 30, where they're going to kill off a lot of people. But their plan is to destroy the crops with cold. For 2 days, actually 3 days, 3 mornings, when I got up and looked at the water dishes outside that I have for the animals, and the water buckets were frozen on 3 mornings, and that was in September. Today is actually the first day of fall, and on 3 mornings there was frost, like more than frost. The water dishes were frozen. My friend was telling me that her garden was destroyed from all of this frost and freezing, and she thought, well, if she'd been a farmer with a large crop, her whole crop would have been destroyed. So I think it's important that people know, that everyone knows that this could happen and is happening. If you're a farmer, or you know someone who is a farmer, or if you have a crop in your yard, a nice garden in your yard, it's best this year to harvest it as soon as possible, because this cold, they say this is going to be one of the coldest years on record through the winter. That's what the Farmer's Almanac is saying, a very cold winter. But it seems like it's going to be coming a lot faster maybe than normal when we're getting freezing temperatures in the summer. So that's something to tell anybody. If you know someone with a garden or you know a farmer, get your crops in early, because they plan on wiping out crops, destroying crops. From the COVID-19, there's already people starving all over the world because people don't have jobs. They're not donating money to charities that feed the poor. They're not donating food to food banks. The demand on food banks has gone way up. And if there's a shortage of food too, and a destruction of the crops, well, the whole supply chain where they, for instance, butcher animals, those were closed down. And that anywhere you close down the food production anywhere along the line, that can affect the prices of food. I think we can all expect the prices of food to go up, and probably quite a lot. That was the third thing that he talked about. And the fourth thing was iPhones and cell phones, that this was going to be used, I guess, with this pandemic now, and with this new pandemic that they're planning. It will track you. If you go to a restaurant and you have your phone with you, they'll know, there was 10 people in the restaurant, one had whatever this new disease is, or COVID-19, and they'll tell you to go and, self-isolate for 2 weeks, regardless of whether you need to get to work or not, which could cause a lot of havoc for a lot of people. So you might want to really think about not taking your cell phone with you when you're out in public. I take it with me in the car just in case I have a car problem, some kind of an issue. But I think it's best not to take it into the store with you because of what's going to be happening in the future. Anyway, I'm going to put the link to his video at the bottom of my video. And if you want to go, you can just go and watch it there. And let me know in the comments what you think. So thanks for watching my video and have a great day.